All right, we should be live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Tao of Talk on Jeet Kune Show, my channel. Um, Waiting on Herakles at the moment. He will be here momentarily, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little intro here. I wanted to start by just acknowledging Herakles. He's been on with me here two times before. This will be our third time, and I credit anyone who can spend at least one session with me, let alone three. I appreciate all his efforts and being here with me. Just wanted to show appreciation for that. And I'm trying to get signed into chat here so I can respond to chat in case there's anyone. Guess I could just use it that way. That's fine. All right. Momentarily. So today we're going to be talking about narcissism. In the description, it says Herakles is a postgraduate psychology student. I think there's some other cool stuff there too. I think I heard him say the other day. I'll have to ask him about that to verify when he gets here. But narcissism is an interesting and a hot topic at the moment, I'd say. Yeah, I've seen a lot of content on narcissism in the psychology realm. Um, I think it's a notorious human spectrum of traits. Um, People always often use it colloquially, not necessarily knowing or understanding what it means that they're, narcissism, like anything, is on a spectrum. I believe. I'm going to wait for Heracles to confirm a lot of the junk that I'm saying here. Um, I just did some. I'm a psychology fan. I read. I'm an armchair warrior. I have no degrees. I have nothing like that. I read. I listen to people who are a lot smarter than me in the subject. So don't, take anything that I say with a grain of salt, but I believe narcissism is on a spectrum where it can be anything from a healthy self-confidence to what we might know as the more malignant characteristics or traits of narcissism. And how it's acquired is also on a spectrum, which is really interesting to me. I read that it's anywhere from neglect to overcare, you know, too much focus on a child or, in their life, too much coddling can cause narcissistic behavior or can be a cause of some malignant narcissistic characteristics in in future development, behavioral development. Um, So it's really fascinating. So I think Heracles and I were going to go through things like the history of narcissism. We were going to break it down etymologically. I'd need a lot of help with that without using resources and ChatGPT or some other AI to help me kind of summarize quickly. Um, yeah, let's see. Hold on a second. Let's check out chat. Let's see if we got any nothing on chat so far. Um, Narcissism. Narcissism. Coffee. Coffee is good for narcissism. Ugh, I hope everything can be heard okay. Yeah, I'm seeing all the appropriate signals in here that sound is working. And it's just me. Um, so, narcissism. Narcissism to me is something that I use understanding what the characteristics, traits, features of such help me guide myself to know kind of how not to behave. I mean, in the sense of those malignant features. Um, I try to have a healthy self-confidence. It takes a lot of self-confidence to get up here and just talk at empty space, if you will, um, which is something I have to force. It's not something that comes easily. Um, I'm probably maybe I don't know. I'd have to ask Herakles if low self-esteem. Yeah, I'd say low self-esteem can probably lead to narcissistic qualities. Absolutely. Not necessarily. I'd have to imagine it can go elsewhere. Um, I don't know. That's an interesting thought. Um, hmm. So it's a self-focus. It's a overinvestment in maybe if you think of the more classic features like Narcissus, the representation of Narcissus in that image that we put. um, it's a uh, over passionately embracing your own looks, characteristics, features, a malignant self-adoring, so nothing else matters. Um, hmm. Well, I'm just going to try and power through here until Heracles joins me. Um, hmm. Let's see. Let's see what kind of resources I can pull up here. It says a narcissist is a person with a strong sense of self-importance, an excessive need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. While anyone might exhibit narcissistic behaviors occasionally, a true narcissist often disregards the feelings and needs of those around them. This can manifest as a need for constant attention, a sense of entitlement, or the exploitation of others for personal gain. Hmm. It says an exaggerated sense of self-importance, need for admiration, a lack of empathy, sense of entitlement, exploitation of others, arrogance. I would say probably none of these features by themselves qualify as narcissism, but a number of them characterized together could probably be somewhere on the narcissistic spectrum or narcissistic personality disorder. NPD, I think, is what they short it to typically. Um, Wikipedia. Historical background. The term narcissism is derived from Narcissus, as mentioned earlier, a Greek character in mythology, best known from the telling in the Roman poet Ovid's Metamorphoses, written in 8 CE. Uh, Book 3 of the poem tells the mythical story of a handsome young man, Narcissus, who spurns the advances of many potential lovers. When Narcissus rejects the nymph Echo, who was cursed to only echo the sounds that others made, the gods punished Narcissus by making him fall in love with his own reflection in a pool of water. When Narcissus discovers that object of his love cannot love him back, he slowly pines away and dies. The concept of excessive selfishness has been recognized throughout history. In ancient Greece, the concept was understood as hubris. Some religious movements, such as the Hussites, attempted to rectify what they view as the shattering and narcissistic cultures of recent centuries. And here we have Herakles. Yay. No more listening to me. Uh-oh. Hang on. Whoop, shit. What happened? Come back up here, man. I'm sorry.
Uh, are you already live?
Oh yeah, we're going, man. I was just
I can't
babbling
hear
at the
you.
camera.
I
Uh-oh.
cannot hear you.
You can't hear me. Why can't you hear me? Hello? Hello?
I cannot hear you. It seems as though you're not speaking at all in your microphone.
Hmm. What's going on
Mm.
here? I'm lighting up. Give me a second here. I hope I haven't been like this the whole time. Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello? Herakles? Herakles? Can you hear me? I think I was speaking into the wrong microphone source. Hello? Hello?